welcome to Business English Paris. Today I'm doing two videos because I'm finding that I kind of think it's fun. A and B, I have nothing else to do. It's Sunday and it's quiet and I can't go outside, so I figured why not just sit here and make videos. So this is my second one for the day. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about um, I was reading this book, Stuff Parisians Like, and it gave me the idea for this video actually because I had done a word I want to say a few weeks ago, but I don't think I started this blog that long ago. This blog is about 2 weeks old or something like that. So maybe a few days ago that I did a post on leisure. And in French, the word is loisir. And um, and so I thought I'd talk about that a little bit today because I'm American, and so we have this view of the French people as sort of being experts on leisure, on perfecting the art of balancing leisure time and work time, work and private life. And we see them as sort of people who love to take off on their holidays on a regular basis a few times per year, and they really prioritize this, and that the government and the culture encourages this and rewards this even. And to a large extent, I think that this perception or this stereotype is true. I have lived in France for some years now, and my sense is that leisure time is very important. But importantly also is that work time is work time. I find that the French are very good at compartmentalizing in that way. When it's time to work, it's time to work, and they work hard and they work aggressively and intensely. I find. But then when it's time for holidays, I mean, it's like a religion, Um, they take it very seriously. They expect it. They demand it. They feel that they have earned it, that they merit it, and to a certain extent, a large extent even, I agree. Um, and after some years of living in France, even though I'm not really in a financial position to um, enjoy my leisure time as much as the average French person, I do sort of feel like it's a very important part of life is that part of going off and traveling and vegging out and just relaxing and enjoying life. I think is something that I have become to appreciate, or I've come to appreciate, what am I talking about? I've come to appreciate a lot more since I have been living in Paris. And so I guess that's the question for the day. The word of the day is leisure. And what is your idea of the ideal way to enjoy your leisure time? What are your leisure time activities? How important is it for you as a professional person who works hard most of the year to have leisure time? Um, Wherever you live, whatever country you live in, because I know that people who listen to this video will come from hopefully many different places in the world. How important is leisure in your country, in your culture? Um, how good do you think you are with balancing leisure time and work time? Um, what do you think of the French way? How they sort of prioritize, those days and weeks away from work with family, away from their respective cities, wherever that might be, whether it's Paris or Grenoble or Marseille or wherever, and going off somewhere to explore and to to enjoy and to relax, and their food and wine and all of the other things that go with that. I mean, in your own neck of the woods, in your own country and culture, how important um, is leisure time activity? And on the other side of the coin, in terms of an imbalance, between leisure and work, for the workaholics among us, and there are some here in France as well, or wherever you happen to be, um, you know, what do you think are the consequences even for society as a whole, but certainly for that person, or if it's you, um, when there's an imbalance, where work sort of takes on more importance than leisure. Do you think, for example, that it's possible to really have a perfect balance of the two? Or do you think that there are going to be people who just will never achieve a balance? Either they work too much or they work too little, or that nobody really can honestly achieve like a perfect balance. I mean, what's your sense of this subject? And again, how much importance do you put on leisure? Is it a right? Is it a privilege? Um, when you have time for leisure, what do you like to do? What's your favorite leisure time activity? Where do you like to go? Who do you like to spend it with? How often do you expect it um, from your job, from your culture, from your government? Um, and what do you think, for example, now, again, a lot of the videos that I'm making are being made during the confinement period in 2020, when we have a lot of people at home with almost forced leisure. I mean, well, it's a pretext because they are supposed to be working. It's not leisure. I mean, it's really they're telecommuting, they're supposed to be working. But I would imagine that for a lot of those people, they do have an increased amount of leisure time during the day because they're at home. Um, how are you coping in that case with all this extra time that you should be working, but it's really leisure time, right? Um, so those are the questions that I think I have. And if you are French, um, do you think that your reputation for being sort of the experts on the art of leisure is a good one? Do you welcome that reputation? Do you think it's warranted? Do you think it's a stereotype? Do you think it's not true? Um, is it something you're proud of? Is it something that you think is, defines you as a person, and your culture as in general, that leisure time is something that is a right, and it's something you're proud of, that your country has recognized that? Or do you think that it's not enough, that what you do get, whether it's 4, 6, 8, 12 weeks per year of holidays, whether that's not even enough to begin with? I don't know. I mean, if you're French, I would love to know what you think about this, because you know again, the rest of us in the world, in America and other parts of the world, I mean, we look to France. And I know that a lot of French people look more to the Scandinavians even for um, sort of instruction on how to savor the leisure time in their lives. So, if you're French, what do you sort of think about this topic and question? I'd love to know. Um, So that's it for today on this word. I'd love to hear back from you. I'd love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Would love it if you leave a comment on my blog. And if you need a business English teacher, I would also love it if you contact me, and we can try to arrange for some telephonic lessons if you are outside of the Ile-de-France area. And if you are in Ile-de-France and we are in a confinement, I can certainly offer telephonic lessons. And if we are outside of the confinement period, I can offer both face-to-face and telephonic lessons, all things held equal. Okay, so it would be my pleasure to hear from you. It certainly has been my pleasure to have had you listening to this video. Have a great day, and until the next one, bye.